Los Angeles imports 85% of its water from 400 miles away.
3 aqueducts supply Los Angeles-Owens Valley, Colorado River, California Aqueduct. Combined total length over 900 miles of continuously imported water daily. 300 active faults run beneath Los Angeles. The San Andreas Fault last fully ruptured in 1857, exactly 169 years ago.
75% of all Los Angeles housing was built before modern seismic codes. 13,500 buildings still remain structurally unreinforced today. 23% of Los Angeles buildings sit inside the active wildfire risk zone. 14 million Californians live where city meets open fire country. January 2025, 57,000 acres burned. Over 16,000 structures gone. Estimated total economic losses up to $164 billion.
Los Angeles is the largest urban sprawl in America. 500 square miles of low-rise city, built almost entirely around the private automobile. Los Angeles urban heat islands run up to 12 degrees Celsius hotter than surrounding areas. By 2050, 17 extreme heat days per year. Currently, 9 to 10. State Farm dropped 30,000 California policies. All states stopped writing new ones. Before January 2025, 1 in 7 Palisades homes was already uninsured. The Colorado River Compact was written for 20 million acre-feet. The river now delivers 12. Los Angeles still operates on the 1922 agreement. Los Angeles fire season has extended 23 days beyond its historical baseline. By 2030, projections show year-round elevated risk across all hillside zones. In Altadena, 60% of burned lots sold to investors within 12 months. Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Retreat begins not by policy, by market. Over 12,000 soft-story buildings required seismic retrofit, 76% completed by 2026. Non-ductile concrete buildings, only 6% finished. Compliance deadline, 2041. Los Angeles targets 70% locally sourced water by 2035. Currently, 30% local. The gap remains 400 miles of imported aqueduct. Los Angeles Metro targets 100 new rail miles by 2035. That is equal to the entire existing network, built in 1 decade, not 30 years. Heat islands reach 12 degrees above surrounding temperatures. Low-income neighborhoods with zero tree canopy absorb the most. Cooling centers become permanent city infrastructure. Pure Water LA invests $6 billion to recycle all city wastewater by 2040, delivering 1/3 of total supply from treated sewage. California lost 216,000 net residents in 2025. Within Los Angeles, movement is turning inward. Fire zones thin, transit corridors densify. January 2026, California's WUI code mandates Class A roofing, ember-resistant vents, ignition-resistant cladding. Every new structure in fire zones now built to survive. 1.3 billion cubic kilometers of water sits directly beside Los Angeles. The first major coastal desalination plants begin operating by 2033.
Los Angeles targets 300,000 acre-feet of captured stormwater by 2045. Every rainstorm redirected underground. Flood risk reduced. Water supply increased simultaneously. USGS gives Los Angeles 60% probability of magnitude 6.7 or greater in 30 years. The only question, how ready is the city? Metro Connect 2040 commits $15 billion to rail and electric transit. Los Angeles finally builds the system it needed 50 years ago. California targets 400,000 acres of prescribed fire annually. Los Angeles operates a permanent managed buffer between the city and the wildland. By 2050, 26 extreme heat days annually, triple today's level. Every Los Angeles neighborhood has permanent cooling infrastructure. Heat is a managed condition. California restricts all new housing to transit corridors only. Los Angeles sprawl begins legally mandated compression. 100 years of outward growth reversed. 8 neighborhoods enter voluntary buyout programs by 2043. Former residential land becomes permanent managed fire buffer. The city draws its boundary, holds it. The post-2026 Colorado River Agreement takes effect by 2041. California accepts 10% allocation cuts and receives a legally guaranteed reduced water supply. By 2045, Los Angeles operates 3 permanent zones: red, yellow, green. Every permit, every infrastructure dollar, every planning decision follows the risk map. Shake alert reaches 2,000 seismic stations by 2045. Warning time before major shaking, 60 seconds. Metro trains stop automatically. Gas valves close automatically. By 2046, Los Angeles stabilizes at 17 million. Periphery thins. Transit corridors double in density. The city is not shrinking, it is reorganizing. By 2048, autonomous fire suppression drones patrol Los Angeles buffer zones continuously. Ignition detected. Response time under 90 seconds. No human pilot required. 40-story mixed-use towers rise along all transit corridors by 2050. Housing, work, retail, metro. One structure, a density Los Angeles never thought possible. California creates a state insurance pool for managed risk zones. Red Zone exits private insurance permanently. The market and the risk map finally align. Los Angeles achieves 100% clean electricity by 2045, 10 years ahead of the mandate. Solar, wind, battery storage. Zero natural gas. Automated aqueducts cut water transit loss by 40%. 900 miles managed by sensors and algorithms. Nothing wasted that can be saved. Los Angeles targets 3 degrees average cooling by 2035. Reflective pavements, tree canopy, misting corridors. Shade infrastructure cuts surrounding temperatures by 10 degrees. Magnitude 7.2 strikes Los Angeles in 2055. All retrofitted buildings hold. Shake Alert delivers 50 seconds of warning. 40 years of investment finally proven. By 2058, the Los Angeles core reaches Manhattan-level density. The city built around the car now builds the 21st century around the train. By 2058, 60% of Los Angeles water is recycled or desalinated. aqueduct dependency falls from 90 to 40%. The loop closes. By 2060, the permanent fire buffer runs 30 miles along the mountain edge. Red zone dedeveloped. The city boundary is fixed and enforced. By 2060, 80% of Angelenos live within half a mile of metro. 4 million daily riders. The private car, now the exception. By 2062, Los Angeles completes full seismic compliance across its entire building stock. 47 years. First American city to finish. Every building ready. Phoenix exceeds 50 days above 110 degrees by 2060. Las Vegas, water, critical. Los Angeles, coastal climate, from departure to destination. 300,000 acre-feet of stormwater captured annually by 2060. Flooding down 60%. Rain stopped being a problem. It became a resource. Sea level rises half a meter by 2060. Coastal barriers activate along Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles. Adaptation, never retreat. By 2065, Los Angeles operates as two distinct cities. Dense transit core population rising, managed periphery population falling. One city, two different futures. By 2066, autonomous microtransit covers every metro last mile. Car ownership in the core falls below 15%. Los Angeles moves without drivers. Average July temperature reaches 4 degrees Fahrenheit above 1990 by 2067. Architecture absorbs the heat by design. Thermal mass, green roofs, underground space. By 2070, Colorado River dependency falls to 15%. Recycled water and desalination now deliver 70%. The aqueducts, now backup, not lifeline. AI prediction identifies ignition risk 12 hours ahead by 2070. Drones pre-position before fires start. Los Angeles stops fighting fires. It prevents them. Base isolation reduces earthquake forces by 75%. New Los Angeles buildings float on seismic isolators. The ground shakes, the building does not. By 2070, Los Angeles exports water recycling, seismic engineering, and fire prediction technology globally. The problems that broke the city became its industry. Sea level reaches 75 centimeters above 2000 baseline by 2072. Projections reach 170 centimeters by 2100. Coastal barriers hold. Port operates. Los Angeles generates more electricity than it consumes by 2073. Solar on every rooftop. Battery storage citywide. It exports power to the Western grid. Magnitude 7.8 strikes Los Angeles in 2080. Base isolated buildings remain operational. Metro resumes within 2 hours. Full recovery, 6 months. The system holds. By 2085, Los Angeles water, 40% recycled, 30% desalinated, 30% aqueduct. 3 fully balanced sources. No single point of failure. 9-month wildfire season by 2085. 6 degrees above 1990 baseline. The buffer system holds every year. Not one fire reaches the urban core. By 2090, Los Angeles County falls below 11 million total. Core density rises, peripheral footprint shrinks. The city compresses into its own strength. Sea level reaches 1 meter above 2000 levels by 2090.
Venice coastline permanently altered. Los Angeles protected behind sea walls. The city holds, by 2095, Los Angeles generates 5 gigawatts above its consumption, exporting across California, Nevada, Arizona. The city that imported everything now exports energy. Water, fire, seismic. 3 systems under pressure for 100 years. 3 water sources. 30 miles of fire buffer. Every building compliant, running. Los Angeles 2100. Not a paradise, not a ruin. A city that learned over 100 years to manage everything it cannot control.